Warning: the following contains vulgar language and triggering content. It is intended for a mature audience. Let me say that again. It is intended for a mature audience. Everyone else can go fuck themselves, so honk your nose, clowns from far and wide, because we're bunkering down with your hosts Sarge Mayhem and Cable. So sit back, relax, give us a squeeze, and enjoy the show.
Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Yep, not the killing somebody. Not the being in love with a gay lover or some
not the
shit.
gay lover Francois.
No, that was bullshit.
Yeah.
But being a Capricorn, you called me on that one. Good. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. I set that up that way for a certain reason. What's going on, guys? So you already kind of came in.
Yeah.
We'll hide
I'm fucking coming in hot on that one,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah. Just in case everybody out there, this is not marijuana. This is a vape pen. Okay, it's called Purple Rain from Fuse. That's Foxtrot Uniform Zulu Echo. Just to throw it out there. I don't want you to go, oh, well, he's got a gun, he's fucking weed and shit.
Got a tiny purple thing you keep sucking on.
Yeah. Well, it's a dildo. What do you want? Dude, this is how I started off.
That's how you rock it.
Yeah, this is how
What
I
up,
started,
Shane?
apparently. Shane, what's going on, dude? So we got an interesting topic.
Oh, yeah. No, we're going to hurt some feelings.
If I remember right, this should still work. This might be fucked up. I haven't done it in a second. So we're on 3. Boom! Check it out. It did work.
We got the
That's where I wanted it.
Milky Way.
Yeah. This is Northern Lights, man. Yeah.
It's not the Northern fucking Lights.
That's what it said.
Northern Lights is the damn Aurora Borealis. You can see them, I guess, in the thing there.
Look, bro. I hit Northern Lights. Got this. I was like,
we're going with it. It's Northern Lights.
it's Northern Lights. All right. So, since it's not, go ahead and tell me what this is.
That's the Milky Way right there. Da-ding.
Okay,
Now,
so
you see this green glow right here?
yeah,
The Northern Lights, I guess that might be it, but the Aurora Borealis would be up here. It's the big, the veins and shit. That's the Northern Lights.
okay, gotcha. So
Yeah.
where would you think this would be?
Oh, it's still somewhere away from people, because, I mean, you got to be out of the damn way.
Oh yeah, to see all that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Away from light and everything. Cute pen. Ha ha ha. Yep.
pen check,
Pen check.
pen check. Where's your pen? Other than that pen, I got something. Fucking mark. I can still fill shit out.
Oh, yeah. Where you going? Fuck that Scantron.
Yeah, I can still fill shit out. Okay. Yeah. Where's your pen, Shane?
Where's your pen, Shane?
Where is it? All right. So,
Let's get to the hurt and feelings part.
oh yeah. First of all, we're getting a couple votes for Nuki. We're getting for the clown. Come on,
We're naming the clown still.
the clown. We're still working on it. So, Nuki had a couple for shrooms. What do you guys think?
We're going for something unanimous here, because
Yeah.
we really don't have to do it anytime soon. We're just going to keep bugging y'all about it.
Maybe
So
the
what
whole
we do.
season 1. We'll wait till the end of season 1, tally everything up, and be like, "What's up? What do you got?" Okay. Tonight's topic. Just get a good thing going here.
We want to start off with the story and lead into the rest of it here?
Okay.
Yeah?
The-
So they know where we're coming from?
The top one.
Huh? Well, if we hit on the first bullet point.
Yeah, that's what I meant. All right.
Okay.
So there was Arizona, right?
Yes, Arizona.
Arizona. There's this kid, right? 14 years old. Now the day this whole thing, or right before, and I wouldn't say the day,
Yeah.
right before all this shit started happening, that I'm about to tell you, this kid's mother died. Okay, 14 years old, mother's dead. Boom. Okay. This 20-year-old woman kind of swoops in And what's going on, Chelsea Smith?
Hey.
But this woman, 20 years old, swoops in, starts fucking with this kid. They start fucking around. I know most people are like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I get that.
That's the general rule.
Now,
And
you would think
as
that.
guys, you say
You would
that
think
too.
that.
You do think it.
But this is where everything turns.
Oh, this is where it goes left. This is
Yeah,
where it
so
goes
you're
left.
like, oh, that's cool, that's dope, lucky, that kid, whatever the fuck. Now it turns. You guys out there, let us know if the volume's good and everything. But now it turns. Because now this guy he found out 8 years after everything ended. 8 years later, found out he had a kid.
Right.
What? Like, he actually knocked this chick up. But the state then started going after him for child support for that entire time,
Right.
which was around $15,000 when he was 22 years old. It was 22, right?
Yeah.
22.
I believe so.
22
This
years
story's
old.
in USA Today, by the way.
22 years old. He has $15,000 back child support for a kid that he didn't even know existed except for 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like,
And they're garnishing his wages now.
garnishing his wages.
Like, almost $400 a month.
Wait a second. Wait a second here. That chick technically broke the law.
Oh, there's no technical about it. There's no technical about it. She broke the law.
She broke the law.
She broke the law.
She broke the law.
That's statutory rape in any
That
other
is.
case.
She should be on lists, just
yeah.
like a guy would.
But the story does
They-
go to say that they hooked up and went their separate ways.
Okay.
So he never went to anybody. And what young teenage boy that is?
Yeah, I mean,
that blows your head up, guys. We know who the fuck we are.
yeah.
As a 14, 15-year-old boy, you hooked up with an older woman. You're gonna be that's a badge of motherfucking honor,
Yeah.
yo. You're gonna go with it, be like, yeah, I don't even need these young chicks, man. I got the old chicks hitting
Yeah.
on me. You're gonna think you're the shit for a while. You know,
And
you
I'm-
are.
Yeah.
You are. So he didn't file any kind of complaint or anything like that. So she was never brought up on charges.
No.
Okay, and I'm sure this happens in a case when the fucking sex roles are reversed a lot too. The
Yeah.
girl just never says anything because she doesn't want to get the guy in trouble. You know, immaculate conception, God.
But at the same time, think of it this way: if basically, I'm 20 years old, a male, and I have what they would consider in this consensual sex or whatever with somebody, a chick that's 14 years old,
Right.
I'd be in prison,
Oh yeah.
right? Let alone, let's say I wasn't because nobody said anything, kid came out of it. She couldn't deal with it, so I took the kid. Can I go after her for child support?
But and you're also thinking that's knowing right away. This guy didn't know for 8 years. It says 6 years the first time, but he didn't know what was
what
up.
if I didn't say shit forever? And
It was
just
8 when he was finally charged by the state. But either way, it's different fucking departments according to the story is
Yeah.
why. So I'm saying this guy just needs to go and be like, hey, you got these women that are coming up, the politicians and shit, be like, oh God, in 1982 he touched my vagina.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, and you weren't in a walker then. But the same thing, this guy, he should be able to go back to the court and file a report that when he was 14 years old,
Mm-hmm.
he had sex with a 20-year-old woman and he wants to file, and they would have to, right?
Yeah.
They would have to file something on this. But the state's already decided it doesn't matter because he's not paying. The victim isn't paying the rapist or the criminal or the attacker, however you want to word it. It's for the benefit of the child. Well, I'm thinking you haven't benefiting that kid for 6 years.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be charged back that far.
No.
Whenever you just found out this is your kid.
You're
I don't think, if
No, man.
if she's
because
been trying
she's had this kid
from day
this
one,
entire time.
she wasted a kid's, in fucking kindergarten. He's already had 3 fucking temp dads.
Yeah. She's doing fine with this
Ooh.
kid apparently because she's never asked for anything.
I just had a Maury Povich thought.
Hit it.
What if this was the last guy she finally had tested? And she spent 6 years going through that wild couple of fucking weeks she was having.
Could be.
So, but either way, she raped a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah. So,
He wasn't old enough to say yes.
and this is kind of the same, like, if you were to throw this in a different way, honestly, think about it this way. The perpetrator, this woman, committed a crime.
Yeah.
And now she's basically requesting, or like,
Yeah.
because when you go
The
through this
person
kind of
she
shit,
assaulted.
you're more or less suing that person for this money.
Yes.
And so that would be like somebody, and we talked about this,
Yeah.
has happened, which is just
It has happened.
fucking mind-blowing
has
to
happened.
me. But somebody can fucking break into my house. I can fucking shoot and wound this person, and then they sue me for doing that
Yes.
in civil court. Like,
Yes. Someone can break into
so
your
you can
home,
break the law, but I can obey the law, and I'm getting like.
but they can break into your house while you're not there and get hurt and sue you.
Yeah.
And
Why?
win.
Like, look,
And win sometimes.
dude. First thing I have to say about that is, like we said, we're still running here soon for president, so watch out. Mayhem and Cable coming in.
2024.
In 2024. Watch out. But if you, as soon as you break the law, you should not have any suable, or you cannot cause any liability at
Right.
that.
No, and granted, and I agree with you 100%.
At least,
But the way the story reads, and according to Arizona state law, even though by Arizona state law,
Mhm.
someone under 15 isn't allowed to consent.
so that's
So he
right.
was 14, so it's rape.
If it was a guy, that'd be
If
fucking
it was
rape.
the other way around, it would definitely be counted as rape. Not only would this guy be paying child support, but he'd probably done some time when they found out.
Yeah.
Because I highly doubt when you reverse those roles that the 14-year-old girl who's pregnant is going to be able to do anything about it while she's still living at home. So that shit's going to be found out a little quicker.
Think about it this
If it's
way.
found out at all.
And this would be a tricky one. What if, for something like, not in every state or whatever that I know of, I
Right.
might be wrong. You guys let me know. But the limitation.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah. So that one, you only have a certain amount of time. So maybe she wasn't saying shit to get past that time where they couldn't charge her for that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then
But-
she could come after that. But I don't know their law, so
Yeah,
but I'm
no,
just
and I don't know
saying,
if that'd be a real
that's
thing,
also
but yeah, it does
that's
make
something to
fucking
look
sense.
into.
If
This
there's
is
a statute of limitations on rape.
yeah. So
Good question.
anytime you hear anything from any media, always question it and really dig deep and think of it, because once you start researching, you'll find shit
Yep.
that you're like, wait a second.
brainstorm.
No, that's not what this actually said. If they quote something, from this resource, go look at that resource. See what context that shit is actually in before you make a logical decision.
Right?
Especially if it's something like, okay, maybe, like, if that's actually true, maybe I can kind of go with you there. So I got to go find out if it's actually true.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Otherwise, it's not true.
I don't believe you.
But getting in with that, we're talking about the age limits. Of
Yeah.
course, it gives a bunch of examples, but I think my favorite
What's your favorite?
is the 13-year-old boy who impregnated his 17-year-old babysitter. And I want to say this was like Nevada. It was somewhere out west, but that state determined that he was actually liable for child support. Even though, once again, he's 13, she's 17. So she's under 18 and not an adult. But in that state, 15 years old is old enough to consent to have sex. I'm sure there's another age limit. They have to be under this fucking age. But Still rape.
Yeah.
Still rape. If you look at it, if you'd have flipped it around the other way,
Oh, yeah.
and the 13-year-old girl got pregnant from the 17-year-old boy,
Yeah.
oh, hell no.
Yep. So that's the whole thing is, if you haven't caught on, we're talking about
Women's privilege.
Okay? Feminists say that, or these hardcore whatever the fuck, we're equal, we're the same.
Right.
If we're gonna play that, if that's your idea, is we are the same, there's nothing that a woman can't do that a man can't do, then okay, I really want to see what everyone's answer is. So child placement. I understand you guys go through a lot when you carry a child in your womb and all that. I get that. Cool. I really get that. I understand it. And you, if you're not appreciated for that, then you really did not do well with who you chose.
Yeah.
If you're not appreciated for what you're going through, then no.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, you went through that shit, but that doesn't mean always.
Not in all cases.
Not in all cases doesn't mean that you are a better placement. Two empanadas? Is that two empanadas?
Yeah.
Oh, man, what's going on? Two empanadas. We're talking about women's privilege. Oh, yeah. You're going to have to finish this one. We're going in, dude. Glad to see you. I appreciate you. Lethal Logic is also going on, so we're a little bit shorter than them, so when you're done with us, go check them out. Lethal Logic. They always have some good shit on there. I want to get on there with two empanadas. I'm waiting for it, man. I'm waiting. But it always almost, at least in the state of Florida, almost always, unless that woman is a druggie, a prostitute,
convicted criminal of some sort, the
or
woman has
abusing.
She has to be proven unfit in order
with loose standards.
In order for the guy to be issued the kid with the amount of rights.
Because what ends up, other than that, what ends up happening in the state of Florida, the grandparents who this lady's living with, take custody. Once they take custody, they're still, the mom and child is still right next. So it's and then you get fucked because the kids are talking, or the kid is talking to the parents, who are the grandparents of the baby, and now they're fucking the guy over, and
see it happen way too often,
and it's just bullshit. Like, fuck that.
But yeah, it always almost goes to the woman, and in some cases, there's a lot of guys that won't step up, but there's guys that want to step up that are fucking lawyered the fuck back. And state and everything's just always leaning towards the woman anyway to be, she bore the child, therefore she should raise the child. It isn't always the fucking case. And I don't think that guys should just be fucking outed on this shit all the goddamn time either.
No, literally, think of it this way. For years, I've been taking a lot of shit from my situation with this. Taking a lot of shit. And some people were like, why? It's like, I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm collecting intel for me in a military mindset, but in a more law enforcement side of it, I'm collecting evidence. Like, I understand how you think, so you're just giving shit away and you're so arrogant that you think you're winning when in the long run you're actually losing. And then when I'm ready and I have enough, once I know where all your places are to strike, full on assault.
Yeah.
Just the main places, take them out. You have no argument. Your credibility is shot. Then what? When I have the proof and you don't, how do you argue that?
You're right. But anyway.
Anyway, moving on. Next one, shopping. Shopping, what the fuck?
This is where women's privilege definitely comes in.
Oh, yeah, come on now.
Visible in every place you go, unless it is a fucking men's store. And I think we get like 3 of those in a county.
Maybe. Maybe. So anywhere you go to buy clothes, almost go to your Bells, go to your Ross, go to Walmart, go to shit like that.
Dillard's, JCPenney, all of them.
Yeah, go to them.
Look in the men's section. Men and boys.
I would say that at least 75% of that is directed towards women.
Yes. Yes. We get our 5-6 aisles,
Yeah.
couple little stands over here in the
We
corner.
get a little sliver.
And that's grown ass men, and all the way down to like little kids. Little kids might have their own, but it's like young men and grown men. And then little boys, the same shit. There's like 3 fucking racks.
Yeah.
The little girls' clothes, 7,000 fucking acres.
Yeah.
You know, 80% of the shopping area in the store, 70 to 75% minimum, is
Yeah.
always going to be women's clothing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's... Oh, yeah, Chelsea, I don't agree that women should always get their rights so easy if it's not fair for men. Try to let them... So there was actually an interesting thing.
Nice.
We got another
Yeah,
one?
that's right. Yeah, 2 empanadas.
Man, if I have family, we're going to right now.
Oh yeah,
Scary dude, like,
it does. It does.
but right now, yeah, like, right now, that's what I'm saying. That's the thing with men is we gotta wait
Yeah.
and deal with this shit and just get piled on. You know, you're just getting fucked over and you're just giving shit up. But what you're really doing is you're looking at the long game.
Yeah.
You're looking at the long strategic game, because in the end, what they're doing is literally every time that you're getting shit piled on you, that shit is getting piled on you because they're digging their grave and dumping the dirt on you.
Yeah.
So as you feel like you're getting covered, it's eventually gonna be where you can shake it off because they're so deep already that they can't get out.
But in most cases, not specifically, I wouldn't want to put that on the web.
Yeah.
But in most cases, I got 2 fucking words of advice to any man, because I'm going through this shit myself.
Yep, another
if
one.
you are dealing with a child support issue or anything like that, I don't care if it's a mediation, fucking anything. If you have to go before any fucking legal thing against a woman with your kids, dealing with your child support, and you're stand-up motherfucker to take care of your kids,
Yeah.
and want to be in your kid's life, lawyer up.
Don't get some fuckface lawyer.
Lawyer up.
It's gonna cost
Do
you.
not stand there by yourself as a man in any type of child support fucking custody legal fucking thing ever if you're going against a woman. And I love women.
Dude,
I do. But I
don't-
know better with the court system.
you just got to be smarter about, and this is the hard thing about having kids younger. This is literally, to me, the hardest thing is I've learned that the people that you meet when you first have these kids, they change.
Oh yeah.
And it's not, you guys no longer agree and shit like that because of whatever. Some work out, and if you guys work out, fucking dope. But
Dude,
I've seen,
that's the dream for any kid, right?
but I see
You
us
only
all,
got one mom and dad?
I see us all try this,
Yeah.
but a majority fail.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And now you got to deal with this person that switched to different views than you, and
You
at
know,
the same time they're gonna be vindictive about it, and you're like,
That's the biggest thing, and the
Like,
reason all this shit
why?
fails is look how young your people are. They're getting married like before college or in college, high school. We're gonna do this thing. Some of them work out. It's fucking the dream come true kind of shit.
yeah,
But a lot of times, like the guy's going to the military, the girl wants to go with him. For example, she gets pregnant. They get married. He does his 4 years. Before he's done his 4 years, she's been left. She's been left for 18 months at a time with a screaming
Yep.
little brat, and she don't want to fucking be there no more.
yep.
And she wants your check for doing it because she's been sitting there getting pissed off at you for fucking a year and a half.
Well, I
Lawyer
understand-
up.
I understand that because from our side we're like, what do you think? We just flew 24 hours to go over there, play hopscotch and goddamn volleyball for
Oh,
the
absolutely.
last 12 months?
Absolutely.
Or is it very possible that we were getting fucked up for a while?
yeah.
Shit that I honestly, after going through that, rather be at home dealing with my kid. Because Fuck
Absolutely.
that.
And I will say it right now. Once again, I love women. Don't hold this one against me. Or do. I don't care at this point.
Yeah, fuck it.
Most, and I say most, there is a lot, or actually I say there is very few women, I will say, there are very few women who can deal with that certain situation about the guy being long that time and left alone, especially young women that can not only handle the situation, but excel in everything else while she's doing that, have that drive. A lot of women, and once again, you got postpartum depression. There's a lot of fucking factors are going to come in here.
Yeah.
But then they're sitting there by themselves, probably far away from their fucking family and shit.
Yeah. But I mean,
they can't handle it. They can't. And
that's why
they're not strong enough to do what they signed up for.
Yeah.
But now there's no way out.
And yeah, that's a rough one. A lot of times, believe it or not, the wives actually find at least little groups between all of us.
Right.
That they all kind of align with, so that helps a lot. But no, I understand it is rough.
I'm not saying it's easy on either side.
But
I'm not. I mean, don't take it as that way.
Understand this. I could be, enjoying everything, enjoying life, and in one phone call have to be somewhere else around the world in 48 hours.
But let's take it off the military. Just put it to a regular fucking blue collar Joe. All right?
Mm-hmm.
There's women out there that have to be with their own child from like 5 a.m. and probably all night too, then all day. While dad's gone to work 10, 12 hours a day, comes home, he's fucking tired. The bills are paid out. There's women who can handle that, women who can thrive on that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's women who, I may speak from some experience, when the guy fucking gets home at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, like, my shift is over, and hand you 2 kids. And then disappear.
So you worked all day.
Because you worked all, you've been here, I've been here by myself all day, it's your turn.
Yep.
The fucking, I left here at 4:30 this morning. Can I have 5 minutes?
Yeah, you worked all day, but I've been with them, so,
And you're going to have to find something for y'all to eat, because I'm out.
Yeah, it's like...
It's ladies' night, bitches.
It's like, dude...
Or Monday or Tuesday.
I just had, like... I just worked all day. I understand that you need your break. I get that. Cool. But at the same time, understand you can't just be like, my shift's over. Because if they're going to be like that, or you can't compromise...
Right.
Don't even, learn. Don't just start plowing chicks because you just started, dating them or whatever. If you're not smart, if you're just going to raw dog it, then don't be fucking...
$500.
Don't be fucking stupid and really understand the person that you're dealing with, because if some fucking mistake ever happens...
Oh, yeah.
You got to deal with this person for ever, basically. Because that's your child, unless you're a piece of shit and you're just like, peace out.
Yeah.
You knew what you were getting into when you did that. If that's your kid, you always knew there's a chance. If that's your kid. All right, so the next one is pay gap.
Oh, yes. I like
pay
this one.
gap. Actually, for some reason, it's not popping up on this chat, but two empanadas up there, it looks like. Shit with social media, Instagram, and shit. I wouldn't recommend any guy in the military get married. Yeah, that's a good point. She gonna fuck around and start
OnlyFans.
Dude, 100%. That's
the other thing. If I were to come back from deployment and have a new truck,
that's the other thing. It
ain't like everybody else ain't seen what I'm looking at anyways. Look, I got pictures.
Wait, thank you to the bananas because
good.
Even OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Who makes the most money off it? Is it guys?
Oh, no.
Is it guys? You're going to say that we only objectify you, but then you're going to tell us to objectify you like...
Yeah. Don't objectify women. $5.99 a month, though.
Yeah. That's cool because you're funding women who are objectifying themselves. Yeah, okay, whatever. So the whole idea is women...
Pay gap. We're about to shatter the fucking pay gap, people.
Oh, yeah. So if you think about
it's a mayhem moment.
Okay, mayhem moment. Think about it this way. You're a business owner. you want to at least retire someday. So you got to watch how much is spent. You're actually a better budgeter than the U.S. government. So you want to be able to build that 401k good to go. You have this guy that can do this job. He's very good at it. He doesn't, when you did his resume and stuff, he doesn't require as much money as the same guy that supports the same amount of skills. Who wants, you got this guy over here who just wants 60. You got this guy over here that wants 80. Well, he's even as good as this guy. Why would I pay 80? I would pay 60.
Right.
You know, that would make sense, right? So you would hire more guys in that sense that could do the same job for a lower cost.
It's like when you buy, what was it? It was you could have bought a Chevy S10 or an Isuzu. The S10 cost a little more. The Isuzu was the same truck.
Same truck. So the whole idea behind it is, you're gonna pay the lower amount
And get the same
thing.
Get the same thing.
So if you had to buy mass amounts of it, you would still do that
Yeah.
because that would even drastically lower shit.
Oh yeah.
Right? More profit. So the whole idea behind women pay gap is if you're making less money than me for doing the same fucking job, why am I not out of a job?
Right.
If I want more money and you don't, or you work for less, I wouldn't say you don't, but you work for less. If you do the same job I do for less money, why wouldn't they go after you? That increased their profits.
Oh. Tells you. No, you're seeing exactly the point we're trying to get to here.
Which
Says-
one? Chelsea?
So,
or-
yeah, I think it depends on the person on either side who pays bills, or makes more, cleans more. Shouldn't be viewed that way. She can stay at home with the kids, but don't throw it in her face that you make more money. Also, some men come home and want to be lazy as fuck because they work. I'm not saying they don't, and we're not saying they don't.
I don't 100% disagree with you. I've been guilty of this before. Trying to turn that train around because I'm trying to, I work a lot, and then I always have to keep up with my skill set to be proficient at it so I can grow and be worth more. Right. So at least in that field. Then I have the podcast to kind of decompress from that. But I'm trying to better myself. So I'm behind on building myself to the level that I need to be to take care of myself when I'm older. So I'm not young, but I'm a little bit younger. So I can deal with this shit now. So I might as well work a little bit, which is sad to some degree, but I'm be able to provide my family more right now than I was able to 3 years ago. So it's like the only way to get there and get to that level where you're chilling, like some of these guys around here that are making $30 million, and you're like, what the fuck? And
It's from his OnlyFans.
And they're no, it ain't. Definitely ain't from that.
But getting to it, she says she'd rather work and the kids. But that's what we're getting to here, and that's the whole point of the mayhem moment. But that train derailed for a second. I got to bring it back here.
Yep, bring it back.
All right. If women can do the exact same job for $20,000 a year less, why aren't more men out of a job?
That's what I
Women
meant.
can do anything men can do.
Yeah.
And with the glass ceiling pay gap, they're doing it cheaper.
Yeah. So why wouldn't you get more of them and better your
exactly.
profits? So if that was true, then they would hire more women because they could do the same job for cheaper. And if they hire more of them, the ones above them are getting paid a certain level.
Right.
But they're both women, so it doesn't matter.
You're paying them less than you're going to pay the man.
So get rid of the men.
So now men are out of work.
Men are out of work.
Women are making the money. They are the workforce.
So
men stay at home.
Men stay at home.
Stay at home with the kids. Raise the kids.
I mean, no doubt, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but
guaranteed. That's a little person. It depends on everything.
Understand that the person that's able to stay at home, or if you can,
right?
Not everybody can, but whatever. If you can stay at home, that kid's gonna bond to you more. You're spending more time with it than the person that has to go and provide. So, if it's a man,
Yes, Shane.
Shane, what's up?
The truth is, both parents work all day. Then one of them gets home. It should be like a relief because now they can work together. But that's just the way you see it. Now, that's absolutely right. If both parents are working and you come home and you got the kids,
Yeah,
that should be when you guys come together. You do the family unit kind of shit. That's the Waltons kind of shit. You know, that's those families where you're graduating, come home, you're only seeing one set of grandparents on the dad's side or the mom's side.
Yeah.
Whenever those kids get grown, they're not coming back to 3-step grandfathers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. That's what I say. But men should be able to do it, and I believe the person that's capable of making more money, if they're making enough, where one of them can stay home, at least for those what do we want to call them? The fucking years that kids learn the most in, the formative years.
Yeah.
Yeah, the formative years, up till they go into kindergarten and shit. Absolutely, that's better for that kid. I would love to have been able to do something like that, or be able to make sure there was somebody there to do that.
Yeah. So it's because kids need structure and stuff like that. So you guys got to work together and show how.
Right.
If you want them to grow up to be successful and have a teammate, because to me that's the main thing that you're looking for. You're looking for a teammate that think of it this way, you want to find somebody that if shit hits the fan, yeah, it's gonna suck, but I got you, so I know you got me.
And that's exactly what he's saying. Say, mom's at work, dad's at work, you come home, It shouldn't be that your shift shit. It should be like, oh, good, you're here. That one, and that one did this, and this. I'm taking a half hour.
Yeah.
And then I'll be back, and then you fucking do the thing. Because absolutely, mom, dad, whoever's been there with those kids all day, good Lord, when your fucking support system shows up and you need a half hour or something to decompress and come back to doing what you need to do, by all means.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the guy gets home from fucking work, he's worked 10, 12-hour day or something, do the same thing. Or woman, whichever one.
Yeah. Whichever one.
Give them that little, this is your time to do that. You can go here and take a little bit of time, and then we're going to, boom.
Chill. And when you're done, you give me a help. I need just the same amount of time.
Yeah, take you a few minutes. When you're done, it's my turn to break, and then we're going to knock this shit out.
So then now that women are taking over the workforce, they're the same as men because they can do all the same jobs.
Absolutely,
right?
equality all the way through.
So you could do all the plumbing, ditch digging, construction, concreting, roofing, all that fun shit. You get to do all that.
As well as the jobs that are dominantly women already.
Yeah. So
who's going to want to hire a guy when
you guys make less?
He's got to make more.
You guys make less, so why wouldn't they profit off of that? If you're not competing with men, you're just competing against each other. We'll see how much you turn savages then.
That pay grade goes up.
Oh yeah, but the whole thing is
damn snappy.
What's that?
No rest for the wicked.
Oh yeah, man. It's the whole thing is you guys are fighting for that. So while you guys are doing that, men are at home, and we're doing the shit that you usually do, which is fine. I have no problem with that.
Absolutely not.
Cool.
Would not demasculate me at all.
No, I don't give a shit. The amount of time that I could, if I was a female, get my nails done because kids in school and shit, get my hair done and whatever. As me personally, if it was that way, I'd be out.
Did you see Bill's updo and those nails?
Yeah, well, I'd be out fucking on the kayak or something, just fishing, just relaxing. So
that's when the kids are in school.
So you, at the same time, it's like I'm doing all this shit, and then at the same time, when you get home, it's still tag you're it. When you were talking about the situation, and that's what it feels like. It's like, what the fuck? All right, what you got?
Chelsea.
All right.
Personally, depending on job, women can make more. I guess that's supposed to be make more than men. Depends on the skill set. To know about there being a huge pay gap, people get laid off and people who make less. Absolutely.
Yeah.
See, it doesn't seem like a gender thing, and we're just poking at women privilege.
I'm gonna be back,
because there is so much out there
Oh,
that they'll call it, we're going to go white privilege or men's privilege or whatever it may be. And it's always the feminists who are going to say that men have these privileges, men have these. I think feminism was a really like good movement in the beginning, but now I just think they really hate men. Coming in hot.
So, my thing on that is right now it seems like we're going through this thing of we need victim identity.
Right. Everybody wants to have, they want to be a
identity
victim
politics
somehow.
and all that shit. You have to be a victim.
They didn't like me because I'm gay. They don't like me because I'm trans.
Yeah, there's always something.
Like me because I'm a woman.
Because I'm a woman. They don't like me because I'm a biological male who just identifies as a woman, so I can beat women in sports.
That's fucking horrible.
I'm like, bro, you're like 280 in male sports. You go to female sports because now you're a woman and fucking just dominate. Like, dude, that's like what Bill Burr was saying is, MMA fires trans women going, and they're just, he's like.
Dominate, right.
He's like
the guy that just won the women's fucking swimming thing.
He's like, dude, that's just a dickless guy beating the shit out of a woman. He's like, at that point.
Are we sure he was dickless at that point?
Maybe. But at that point, he might as well. What he says.
Beating up women or beating women.
Yeah.
And any other time, it'd be a fucking travesty.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, what the fuck? Which goes on to one of my other points. We're gonna skip to the bottom and then go back to the next one.
Okay.
So what that brings up to me is men no longer defend women because they can take care of themselves.
Oh yeah.
You can take care of yourselves. You're equal. I don't need to, some dude's robbing you at gunpoint. I don't need to defend you.
Why step in and be chivalrous?
And I don't have a gun on me or something. What? You got this.
Yeah, you got it.
You're good.
You're good.
What if I was there? Would you come help me?
You broke down the side of the road with a flat tire. You got this.
Yeah, you're cool.
You good?
No problem.
I got places to be anyway.
No problem.
I have a girlfriend.
No problem at all. Some dude comes up to you to punch you in the face. You got it. You're good. We're the same.
Absolutely. Equality through.
We're the same.
We're the same.
We're equal. We're the same. You can do everything I can do. Then
anything you can do, I can do better.
Because that's also another thing that's fucked up. That's for some reason nowadays. I've seen, especially with reactions and shit like that. Some guys I watch. It's like women starting fights.
Yeah.
To watch their boyfriend or whatever fight this like. So, you're cool with me doing the same thing? Like having you guys fight each other or me talking shit to her so she comes to hit me and you better... Or I talk shit to the guy. That was it. I talk shit to the guy.
And your girl jumps in to protect you.
You gotta fight her. Or you gotta fight him. He's only 6'5" and 250 pounds.
Yeah, you got this though.
Oh yeah, you
got this.
Yeah.
Privileged women don't even know they have. We're just adding to it.
I'm just saying.
We're adding to it. We're gonna take it a little farther here. Let's be equal.
Like I'm honestly, even if you talk shit to some big ass dude, I'm gonna avoid look. There's certain strategic things I put in places.
Yeah, but
right? I'm not just gonna fight this dude. Could I? Yeah, would I win? Who knows? You might think I'm small, but I'm not as untrained as you think. Nonetheless,
he's Larry.
I've fought some big dudes, not because I wanted, but because I didn't have at that point there is no rules. I will use anything to fuck you up.
Mm-hmm. Those new nails, fucking happening.
Yeah, it's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah, anything. If I find broken glass on the ground, I will cut the shit out of my hand to jab it in your neck. So, it's like, I can't help it. I can't help
Come
it.
to your rescue.
So, if I got to deal with this big ass dude because you started some shit, you better be ready to deal with this big ass dude, because if I started something with him, you wouldn't do shit. Squirrel. Goddamn. Because, yeah, if I started some shit with some big ass dude, you would not be jumping in to save me. But if you start some shit, I'm supposed to, like, but yet there's no woman privilege.
No, there's no women's privilege.
Also speaking, so guys are at home, we're cool.
Yeah.
You're putting in the same amount of income or more than what we're putting in. Cool. No problem. I'll stay at home. No big deal. And since we're equal and you can defend yourself, so when you talk shit and somebody punches you in your mouth, you're on your own, you better hit them back. They're like, at the end, now we're in a Titanic situation with this theory going on.
With this theory going on, yes.
Yeah.
Because women are more popular by demand because of their skill set and being able to make more than a man, because they'll take a lower pay, so the man can't get a job, so he's staying home.
Yeah.
In this scenario.
In this scenario.
So then it's men and children first.
Yeah.
Men and children first.
Because now you are equal as men, and since you've just slammed the workforce and we're all at home, we're the ones taking care of the kids. The kids are latched on to us men and not the women.
Got a horrible joke.
So, we get off first. If you make it, see you on the shore. But if you don't, which you probably won't.
Do you know the real reason that it was always women and children first in an emergency situation?
What was that?
So the men had time to figure out how to fix it.
Oh yeah, we're breaking boundaries. Holy shit. That is kind of funny though.
Yeah.
But seriously, so in that situation, you guys are cool.
Yeah.
Just like in Ukraine, they allowed the women and children to go, but all the men had to stay.
And not all the women and children left.
No.
They allow, but you want your next generation to get to fucking safety while you fucking do what you gotta do. But there was men, women. That's a rebel fucking faction now. I fucking give fucking top fucking notches to those people. They did what they had to fucking do.
It wasn't.
She'd fight a man for you though.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
She would.
Miss Mayhem would.
Miss Mayhem's gonna tear him up.
But that's the whole thing. The whole thing is I don't want to fight somebody, because if I do and there's no rules, because you backed me in such a corner that now it's self-defense.
Yep.
And by any means necessary. Being not as big as I could be, which I'm not. I'm slowly working on it. I got some leads.
He got some leads.
I got some leads. But I don't want to, because let's say that I do get in a fight with somebody and they're not huge and I can easily deal with that. I hit them to, because the ego check, he talks some shit. He falls, smacks his head on the curb, and dies. I'm going to prison.
Oh, yeah.
Is this ego check or whatever worth me possibly going to prison? Just like, is this chick worth me possibly having a kid with her?
Yeah.
Same thing. Is it worth me possibly going to prison? No. If he put me in no other situation that, I cannot get out of this at this point, I have to do something, and any outcome would be seen as self-defense.
Right. But in this situation, you talk all the shit you want, step back and let your woman handle it.
Like I said, yeah, man, roles are flipped.
Yeah.
We're flipping the roles. Shane Marvin, she can fight for Kyle. Got a point, Shane.
Yeah.
Got a point, Shane. So that...
Teach him how to speak Floridian.
Dude. That goddamn. That fucking haircut kills me. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hope you see this later, dude. Kyle, I hope you see this later. Because your fucking haircut is so goddamn ridiculous. Like, you think it's the coolest thing ever, and that's what makes it so ridiculous. I'm like, bro, this is the literal visual representation of stop New Yorking my Florida. Like, bro, goddamn, you literally look like a horse. A horse. Mr. Ed. Like, stop, man. Stop trying to be here. You haven't been here long enough to really learn it. You're trying to throw some New York shit in it. It ain't gonna work. You might think it's cool, but I'll give you 100%. Still to this day, I'm like, this look that all these kids are going for with the mullet and the fucking 80s Dale Earnhardt, goddamn Junior.
The fucking, the Vipers.
Yeah, like.
It's like, I don't want you to see my forehead.
Like, you guys don't realize. You look fucking retarded.
Every time I see somebody wearing those, all I can think is, oh, yeah.
Snap dude, Slim Jim. Somebody gotta remember that. But it's just fucking I'm like, no matter where you go and what genre or clique or whatever, everybody follows some kind of, what is this guy wearing? What is that guy wearing? You know what? I'm not even going to lie to you. I found out what pants I'd like for a reasonable price me, it's consistency. I want to know where everything is because I wear the same pants.
Imagine if we had 70% of the store to shop.
Oh, fuck.
You could literally shop for hours.
Oh, yeah. I would get so many different pairs of pants to feel out which one is right, and then be able to go back and get multiples of that in multiple other colors. That would be fucking awesome, but it's not going to happen.
Shane is still killing Kyle.
Shane.
What do you mean you don't like his new do?
Yeah, no.
What about the way he walks with his duck feet?
Oh, yeah, it's fucking hilarious. Dude, you know what? We might have a new nickname for him. If you can think of something better in this whole sense, let me know, Shane. We're going to...
Feels bad for talking shit online when he's not online.
He'll see it later.
He's going to see it.
He has a sense of humor. Or he doesn't, we'll find out. If he starts getting pissy, but nonetheless. Dude, this is the bunker, man.
Yeah.
You'll find out later. Be like, I mean...
Fuck you guys. I'm going home.
We're just being honest, so it's not like we're really talking shit around his back and not telling him. He's going to see it, but... or maybe not, I don't know, but he can go back and see it. But think of this or another alternative of this. How about we nickname him Daffy because of his duck walk? Or if you can come up with something similar that's also kind of good and funny, we'll use that. But think duck. Think duck. So that's duck.
That's duck.
All right, guys. So we didn't do the beginning. I'll let you know. We had to jump in. We had a lot to talk about and shit like that. But nonetheless, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go ahead and give us a honk. Honk, honk. Go fuck yourself. I'm Sarge Mayhem.
Cable.
And we're gonna be out this. If
Maybe.
I don't knock
We'll
shit
see what
over.
happens. It always.
Yeah, I fucking hate my life. Free check is not gonna be this Friday. We're going to do it every other Friday, so get ready for that one. I just want to throw that up there while I had it up there. So, every other Friday. Free check Friday. All right.
All right.
Not too bad. Fuck this sucks ass. We suck.